Hey guys, MarvelFan45 here, and this video has the Art House Month thing in the title that I was sort of doing but ended up stopping because I didn't have enough time. So basically, I think I already did a video on this, but I'm expanding it, so I'll be doing it because there's so much Art House films to go over. I'll just be expanding it to any art house movie I really want to review, or a big art house movie I haven't seen, will be it'll be under AM, so yeah, so today's review basically. So yeah, some more art house reviews are probably coming out. The Q&A, I forgot to mention this in the video. You can ask as many questions as you want and the thing will pretty much just remain open. It's I just enjoy the idea of it. But today we're going to be reviewing Spring Breakers. It was released in 2012, directed by Harmony Korine, and stars Vanessa Hudgens, Selena Gomez, and James Franco. And it's basically about these 4 girls who go up to Florida for spring break. Now, I would recommend you go into this movie without knowing the darker aspect of it, because it does get dark. I went in more blind to it because Dion Nguyen, great friend on here, he's a really good YouTuber. It was his favorite film of the decade, and I've been waiting to watch it for a while because I was halfway through it on my phone, and then my phone just suddenly glitched out. I had to go to another family member's house who lives near me to call and ask if how to fix my phone basically. That's how you're getting this video right now. But yeah, so I ended up watching it in 2 parts, which wasn't the best experience. I would have preferred to just watch the whole thing, but it's only an hour and I think 48 minutes, 48 or 38, and yeah, it's definitely more artsy than you would think a movie called Spring Breakers would be, because you would think it would be more of a sleazy, more cheesy movie. But Harmony Korine also directed Gummo, which is, I haven't seen it. I've only seen analysis and reviews of it, but I'm gonna see it eventually. But she makes all these basically pretty much beautiful people look really not that good. There's a scene where they're in contrast to a different scene where they're all smoking, and it's just the most depressing looking thing possible. Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background. There's a house near here. Not this is a weird spot because it's a trail, but their house is near it. There's a cul-de-sac near it. But basically, back on topic, the way he uses the lighting is pretty much immaculate. This may be some of the most perfect lighting in the movie I've ever seen, because it portrays the emotions happening at the time, but then it also has layers to it. But then I don't think there's a bad shot in the movie, but yeah, I would say lighting and cinematography are probably Well, no, this film has a ton of high points, but that may be its high point for me, because, like, that's the stuff I look for in a movie. But not only does it have good lighting and cinematography, the acting with James Franco specifically is, like, you have to watch the movie, but there's a speech where he's on a bed surrounded by his stuff, and yeah, I won't give any more context than that, but that speech is really, really telling. Then there's also Scarface references, which is interesting, because it is sort of like Scarface, just a little, but it has some things similar to Scarface in the plot. Not trying to give too much away, but yeah, the acting is pretty good. James Franco's Alien is definitely the best aspect. And then the direction, cinematography, lighting, all that, pretty much immaculate. And yeah, and then this movie also has an ambiguous ending, which, if you've been on this channel for like a little while, I love ambiguous endings, like Antichrist, which I reviewed recently, had an ambiguous ending. I'm still trying to figure it out. But this movie had an ambiguous ending as well, that it needs to be looked at more, because I think this film got sort of passed over in the decade, because, like, it's sort of, you could say it's outdated, but like, with some of the trends it has, but it seems like it sort of does define this decade really well. Like, it has tons of the trends of the 2010s, like dubstep music, and lots more. You just have to watch it. And then, yeah, there's actually a lot of symbolism in this too. There's a lot that needs to be analyzed with this one. So yeah, I would probably honestly give it a 10 out of 10. It's not my favorite film of the decade. My favorite film of the decade is, well, that was a question in the Q&A. So, well, no, that wasn't a question. That was a different question, sorry. My favorite movies of the decade are Nymphomaniac Volumes 1 and 2. Those are... Once I get my review up for those, you'll think I'm gonna have to do it in like a 3 or 4-parter. But yeah, stay safe, stay quarantined, and I'm really enjoying doing these videos outside. And yeah, Q&A will probably happen like, I'm thinking starting next week, so everyone gets a chance to throw their questions in. But yeah, stay safe, stay quarantined, and have a good day. Bye.